Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This show will be for truth versus fiction. So, with that being said, this is not for entertainment purposes only. This is for justice. I have been accused of many things, which we are going to go over the biggest accusations. So, we're going to go over that. First, in this video, will be the first of the biggest accusations from Jason Ramirez and my brother, Jason Bryan. So with that being said, before I get started, I do want to make a statement that I, Kristen Leigh Bryan, am coming to you with truth and with evidence that will stand in a court of law. This video and my evidence, I, Kristen Leigh Bryan, am giving full consent to my legal team to use in a court of law. And also, with that being said, I also want to hold up this banner. I'm going to read it and I'm going to declare it. Today, June 30th, Jason Ramirez, you will be charged to the maximum fullest extent of the law. On this day, June 30th, 2023, I, Kristen Leigh Bryan, am charging you for defamation and slander. Jason Bryan, I am not charging you. I'm not taking you to court. But, Jason Bryan, this is a warning. If you ever say my name publicly, any references to me, even vaguely with nicknames or however you were going to do it, if you vaguely come towards me, have any type of go at it with sister, Kristen Bryan, Kristen Leigh, whatever, Arcana Shores, you will also be charged to the same degree as Jason Ramirez. But at this time, you are not. At this time, it is just a warning that if you do speak of me again, I will be pressing charges. All right, so let's get into it. The first thing I would like to address, which has been an ongoing rumor, ongoing false accusation. I'm going to hold up a banner with each point that we're going to go over. Number one, the biggest accusation, the number one, is the YouTube channel Day of Loss. What really happened? The questions and rumors floating around that now I know where they've come from. Jason Ramirez, Jason Bryan. So all of those rumors, Jason B. also blaming Brad Wozni for the channel being gone. I also have that on text as evidence. I have it all here. So let's get into this. So also I'm going to show what I received from YouTube. At first, when I woke up, I realized my channel was gone. It was one of the worst days of my life, I have to admit. Just all crashed down on me that Sunday morning. Let me hold up. This is, at first I saw nothing in my inbox and my emails, nothing at all. I did email YouTube. I know that Ramirez and my brother were saying she called YouTube. You can't call YouTube on Sunday. Of course not. I told you I was on the phone. I had the whole texting thread. I said I was on the phone. I needed some time. I was trying to talk to experienced people who have lost their channels. And I was trying to find out what to do next. Can we recover this? How can I get a hold of YouTube? How do I do an appeal? What do I do now? I was in a panic mode. So, Jason Bryan, no, I didn't call YouTube. And I never stated that I did. But anyways, here, let me show you. This is what I did receive from them a little bit later that morning. This is what I received. I sent a screenshot to my brother. Thank you for your kind request regarding your channel Arcana Shores. YouTube has found your content to be misinformation and in violation of multiple content videos that have previously been unlisted. YouTube has the right to remove a channel at any time for violation of our policy, rules, and regulations. Arcana Shores has exhausted warnings and/or strikes, ultimately leading to this decision. So there you have it. Here it is. It was held up also on Beyond Mystic that night. So all the rumors, all of the false accusations, there you have it. It was already previously shown. I guess he had to see it again. But anyways, let's get on to this. So the day of, yes, me and my brother were in contact. We were both very upset that the channel was lost, because the day before, my brother sporadically was like, hey, I'm coming back. And we were excited. I was excited to do a show with him. And then he posted a thumbnail. And I did kind of wonder, how did he post a thumbnail? Because I will tell you, I took him off as a manager of my whole YouTube account, because this is why. Because he was really hounding me, texting and calling, and I do have an eyewitness to this as well as the evidence to support it. When all the school stuff was going on and he was in hiding and he didn't want to come publicly on, he was telling me, we've got to take down all the videos. We've got to delete all the videos. We've got to delete Rumble. We've got to get rid of the videos. And I said, can I just unlist them? So I did. I unlisted a bunch of them. And back it up, I just showed you the thing from YouTube. It said unlisted videos in violation. So it's very heavily connected, just saying. But anyway, Brad Wozny, a good man, a good friend of mine, who filled in for Jason while he was gone. He didn't have to do that. He has his own show and he has his own channel over there on Rumble. Very busy man. He's a humanitarian, always helping people and helping the littles. He's extremely busy. But he went out of his way to help us, to say yes. And he's great. He's an amazing host. He's got everything going for him. But this is what my brother did. This is what he said the day my channel was lost. We were going back and forth. Yeah, my brother is upset. He was getting mad at me because I wouldn't answer the phone. I was on the phone with other people at the time. So he was blowing up my text. And this is what he did. As he was blowing up my text, this is what he said. This is what he said. We need to go to the backup channel. Which, how do you have a backup channel? He didn't have a backup channel. I mean, we made one, but I didn't have any access to it. And at this moment, I'm more focused on how can I reinstate my channel? I want my channel. I want our channel back. The one that had the 32K. We want that back. I was in panic mode, very upset. But this is what he said. We need to go to the backup channel. We can do that faster. All truthers get taken down. We have to rebuild this. Brad fucked this one up. It's not a coincidence that the channel gets taken down after we tell him that I'm coming back. Plus, he uses trigger words and he has had YouTube taken down multiple times. I write, stop attacking Brad. I love you both. It's not to blame anyone. I'm going to have 2 meetings today and see what's best to go forward. And the safest. We don't even know why it's gone, and I'm feeling very sad and upset. Then my brother says, so you're not going on with me? You're getting bad advice, and you're forgetting what made us popular. Which, if you think about that for a second, he's trying to spin it back and say, hey, I'm the reason why we're popular. That's all ego there. And then he says, if you choose to go on with Brad over me, we are done as the Wonder Twins. I'll have my own channel. And that's what he said. If you choose to go on with Brad over me, we are done as the Wonder Twins. I'll have my own channel. Then I say, you can certainly have your own channel. I'm not fighting. I love you and you're my brother. I'm not choosing anyone over you, but I am looking out for myself. So there you have it. That one wasn't exposed. He didn't bring this one up. But Brad Wozny has been a good friend, and he has been a very excellent host. So that day, this was going on the day I lost my channel. So my brother, after he said that, then he kept asking, come on with me. Come on with me. I'm going on it. I think he said 5 Pacific or 2 Pacific. I can't remember. It's here somewhere. But I wasn't feeling it. Not with that energy. And not by him attacking Brad either. I didn't like it. And yeah, I was on the phone. I was trying to contact other people that have experience, that have lost their channels. I wanted to try to reinstate mine or do something. but it unfortunately didn't turn out that way. Let me see. So here we go. Yeah, here's more. So you aren't going live today with me. It was Brad who was using all the bad language about traffic, ing, and the littles, which is not true. He was very careful and very safe on my channel. Are we going live at 3? I need to tell people so they can watch. And he just kept blowing up my phone. I'm trying to talk to other people. But he took it as a betrayal that I wouldn't just talk to him and wouldn't follow his orders, which is not true. I mean, it's not fair, and it's not being true to who I am. I like to actually get information from others too before I decide, especially people who have experience who have lost their channels. And they're doing well now, so I do want to listen to others too. I don't want to just be controlled by someone. If I want to explore something and get more information, I'm going to do so. Let's see. Yeah, and then honestly, he was trying to get me to delete Rumble completely, all of our videos. The ones I put unlisted, backing it up a little, unlisted ones were on that YouTube email that they sent me. So the accusations against JC, and that's just disgusting, disgusting. Blaming other people, you blame Brad, you blame JC, that's not cool. And that's not spirituality either. And it's not true. When I have showed you what I received, it has been up on YouTube on my Beyond Mystic show. We posted it up there and read it. But there is a lot more. I was definitely being contacted with phone calls and texts from my brother to get rid of all the videos. But I did want to go over that and point that out. So I'm glad that we went over the the channel. So accusation number 2, moving forward. The school situation. The evidence investigation, our last show together. So I do want to let you guys know, I do have some notes here. So the school letter, I'm being accused of writing a school letter to get my brother in trouble. Now this is an accusation from Jason Ramirez. So let me remind you, Jason Ramirez, you will be charged to the maximum fullest extent of the law. On this day, June 30th, 2023, I, Kristen Bryan, am charging you for defamation and slander. This is also heavily because of the fact that you are trying to frame me for writing a letter to get my brother in trouble, which is all false. And my legal team is working with the school district to prove my innocence, and they will. It's all good. But you are going to be charged to the fullest extent. So I have to get that one out there. I also have text from my brother. Now let's review this. Let me go back. I need to address our last show that we had. Yes, let's go back to number 2 here. Okay. The school situation, the evidence, the investigation in our last show together. So what I'm going to show you now, right after our last show together, I received this text from my brother. Now, after that show, when we had our little fight there, everybody could see we didn't mean to do it. It happened. I misunderstood him. We both got into it a little bit. It really wasn't that bad, in all honesty. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible. So here we go. But I mean, I did cry a little bit on set. I was embarrassed. I went off camera, but it was what it was. We made it good after the show. We talked. We were cool. I've got text here that we were okay. He even said, we are okay, and it doesn't have anything to do with the show yesterday. I just feel emotionally drained and in a rat race, like I can't breathe or have time to think. I'll be back, but I just need to be in control of my life right now, and I feel it's spiraling out of control. I need to ground myself to be 100%. This is when he canceled himself coming on the show, the following show. He didn't come on. I'm not feeling too good, buddy. We may have to cancel the shows tomorrow, and then he also canceled again the following one. Unless Trump gets arrested, I don't think I can do the show. I may have to take some time away from the show because work is becoming so stressful. And I can feel it impacting me on the show, and I don't want to fight on air. And that's all right here on my phone. Now, legally, I cannot post text messages. You cannot post any text messages up on a public display, but I can surely share the information with you. And it is here, and I have it, and it can all be proven in a court of law. But that is what's here. So he was expressing that. He also expressed that we were in discussion, pretty heavy discussion here. So I'm going to not share every detail because it is personal, and it is also about where he works. So I'm not going to share certain locations and things of that nature. But here's one that I can share. Wednesday, March 22nd, 11:42 a.m. I have to take down a lot of the shows. So-and-so found out I have a YouTube channel and talked about school. I say, no, don't take them down. Only the one on Friday that when my couch was delivered, I was outside during that show or whatever. Yeah. And then we speculated on who told on him. And he said it wasn't that person, but it was another teacher. So I have here in statement that he says it was another teacher, not saying her name, but there it is. So I have all this on record. He didn't mention any of this on the show, on his little shows, but I have it all right here. Also, I have a picture. It is very blurry, and I asked him, "Let me see the letter you received." It looks pretty phony, honestly, but I'm not saying it's phony, but I'm telling you the picture looks pretty phony. He just said it was blurry and couldn't read it. But he was demanding that every video come down, and I was saying, let's just unlist them. I did not want to delete everything that we did together. It didn't make sense, still doesn't make sense. But I sure as hell didn't do anything to hurt my brother. So, Jason Ramirez, you are being charged to the fullest extent of the law for defamation and slander. So moving ahead now, now we got another one. Accusation number 3, the Beyond Mystic agreement. And I need you guys to know this one. This is true fact. JC and Julie, they work for me. Nobody's controlling me. I can go on any show, and I have. I'm about to prove it right now. I have been with Beyond Mystic, Beyond Entertainment show. Now remember this part, guys. I was with the Beyond Mystic Entertainment show and having my own channel at the very same time. Brad Wozni was my host, a very good one. And also we had some others that were generous to fill in as well. Okay, so let me first, before I mention something else, let me show you guys. I'm proving it to you. I've been free. I still am free. Here we go. I was on with Janine Steffens while working with Beyond Mystic, Beyond Entertainment. I will continue to do shows with Janine Steffens. Also, I have another one that I did. Also, I have also been on with Brad Wozni. Space Force Insider, Part 2. I did Part 1 and 2. Michael Jaco and the awesome Brad. And let me go back here. And I've also been on with, whoops, sorry guys. The share screen, there we go. Sharing screen now with Mr. Mel Carmine. Also, I've been on his show a few times here while working with Beyond Mystic, Beyond Entertainment. So all the false accusations, especially, which really disgusts me, that both of you, Jason Ramirez and Jason Bryan, have accused JC Jean-Claude of being, first you call him an insulting word of warlock, and you also to say he's controlling and that we're all under this almost like a cult. Wow. What were you thinking when I can prove every single accusation that you have? Also, the Queen of Ravens, you went really way too far. Both of you. Bad. Very bad. So the Queen of Ravens is very free as well. She's also doing other shows. We're not under any contract. Not at all. I have an agreement with them, and it's strictly for my readings. For my readings with Maison Jupiter. And yes, Julie and JC do work for me. They promote me and they do all the bookings. I don't have to deal with the emails, 17 long-hour days. You know? Like, come on, guys. Wow. So they are very well deserving to have a little bit of my reading percentage, of course, because I don't have to promote and I don't have to do the bookings. I'm not going to have people do that for free and take advantage of them. They work for me. And not in any way are they controlling at all. I'm free to do what I want. And also, I have stated many times in my career, as you guys have seen, how I love to be free. And I would never put myself in any type of control, whether it be a relationship again or whether it be business especially. No, I would never. But you want to know that what does sound controlling is the text here from my brother, Jason Bryan. If you go on air with Brad Wozni, then the Wonder Twins are gone forever. That's controlling. And I have it right here. So I just wanted to clear the air. But everything that you said regarding JC, Beyond Mystic, the whole family there, disgusting. And also what you said about Lance Shuttler, that is really cruel. That is strictly pure evil. The most evil things that you said about him and laughing, and that's all defamation and slander. Very cruel what you've done, what you've said, your energy, your egos. Very cruel. And I still can't even believe that my brother did that and said that about Lance Shuttler. Very sad to hear it. So we went over the Beyond Mystic agreement. What else do we need to go over here? I don't have to do this, the lesson about bullies here. So yeah. I think maybe you guys need a little refresher course about bullies because both of you are exactly that. Bullies usually attack other people who are enjoying their lives and are at a very high vibration because they're not happy with themselves. And that's exactly the behavior you both have showed and demonstrated. Also, I have text messages about JC. That I had chosen JC over you, Jason Bryan. Just like you said about Brad. I mean, it's just, that's very, very egotistical, just saying. And it falls into that bully category. But I do believe we went over things. Now, the restraining order is one I need to go over also. Yeah. I did. I had to put a restraining order on my brother back in 2008. 2008. I believe that I was 20 years old around that time. I was an adult. I wanted to move out of my mom's house. I was going to court reporting school at the time. Yes, my first boyfriend when I was 20 years old. I was pretty sheltered and protected, so I didn't date until about 20. Yeah, I snuck out of the house because I wasn't allowed to date. I was pretty under watch. Alarm system was hooked up to me, and I couldn't really even leave my bedroom. My brother had actually put an alarm system, so if I got up to go to the bathroom, they would know that I'm up, and I might sneak out to go see my boyfriend. It's really messed up. So yes, I put a restraining order on him because when I did leave, because I did eventually move out in 2008, November. He would follow me around town. It was just getting weird, very weird. So I put a restraining order on him. My grandfather did go with me to the courthouse. I was granted it. Now, fast forward a little bit. Me and my brother Brian, we did connect again. So we had conversations. We talked it out. I shared with him some things that had happened. The boyfriend I had at the time, yeah, my brother was very protective over me, and I understood why at that point as time had gone on. I lifted the restraining order. I took it off of my brother. There is a lie that my brother had portrayed on his show. No, it did not ruin his chances of becoming a cop. He didn't pass the personality test to become a cop. That was already well and done with, but he does like to tag it onto the restraining order, and he uses that as the cause of why he's not a cop. So that's the truth. And I can definitely prove all of it as well. Riverside County Courthouse, I can get all the documents. But like I said, I'm not even pressing charges against my brother at this time because he's only getting a warning. So I'll share that again, just in case. So if any of you out there find that my brother is still talking about me or slandering me in any way, shape, or form, I will have to press charges to the full extent, the same degree as Ramirez will go through. Now, but at this time, no, I'm not pressing any charges against my own brother because he has my niece that I dearly love, and I'm not going to do that to him unless he does slander me some more. Jason Ramirez, again, you're definitely going to be charged. You are. My brother isn't, but you are. All right? So that was the thing about the restraining order. So we did the restraining order. We did the channel. Did we do everything? Hold up here. We got to make sure we covered all this. Now, I'm not going to be able to cover all of it today, but the biggest ones for sure. So, yeah, let me go through my banners. I made banners for everything. But again, this is not for entertainment purposes only. This is for justice. Oh, yeah, here's another one. This one's a big one, actually. I was given full consent. A lot of you will remember this. Full consent to read a letter for the Soul Tribe while my brother had left. He left Arcana Shores because of his whatever was going on. It's under investigation by my legal team to clear my name about the accusation about the school letter, which I did not do. But anyways, let's go back to this. A lot of you will remember that my brother, he wrote a letter to the Soul Tribe, and I have it right here. And I had full consent to read this aloud, okay? And a lot of you will remember this. And it's weird because I asked my brother can you make a post? Can you make an Instagram video? Because people are sending me emails. They're really coming at me thinking I got rid of you, buddy. And he wouldn't do it. But he said, I'll just write a letter and you can read it out loud. So I said, fine, that's good. That's all right, whatever. But the funny thing is now this last Tuesday and last Sunday, he and Jason Ramirez slandered, came down hard on people that are in this letter who he was giving direct love to and devotion and thank yous to Lance Shuttler, to Janine Steffens, to the Queen of Ravens, Ismael Perez, and then also Mel Carmine. And Mel Carmine also is very upset with both of you because of the rumor that you spilt on Telegram, a false rumor, So that wasn't very nice either, you two. But definitely. So he wrote in this letter, I want to give the most respect, gratitude, and love to the beautiful souls that will be in my place until I return. We'll all get through this storm together. There's always a rainbow after the storm, which that is true. The rainbow represents all of God's promises to those who walk in love and light. I am holding on to those promises through my faith. Thank you to all. Number 1, Lance Shuttler, the Knight of Cups. And it breaks my heart, Jason Bryan, that you went so far, that you would make up things and be so cruel towards Lance, who's done nothing to you but give you love. And you know it because you met him. You looked him dead straight in the eyes. And anyone that does will know that he is a pure, genuine soul. Anyone that meets him knows that, feels that. Number 2, Ishmael. Number 3, the Queen of Ravens, which you slandered twice, 2 days. That Sunday, this last Sunday and Tuesday, both of you slandering all of these good-hearted souls. Janine Steffens. Wow. So they're all on the letter that you sent love and light to, and thank you for taking my place while I'm stepping away and going with the 3D. And then you slander them. It shows a lot. It shows a lot of character. It sure does. But I know you like the drama. So that's what it is. And I'll never understand the motive behind this. Maybe it was just for the views, for some drama and some attention. Not really sure, but it is definitely bully behavior and very, very low frequency behavior. Let's see. So the school letter, we did that. We did the Beyond Mystic Agreement. We also did the restraining order, and we also did the accusation of my channel when it died. So I believe those are the biggest points I wanted to go over. Now, guys, Jason Ramirez, Jason Bryan, I don't know exactly how Lance Shuttler and Ascent Nutrition are going to respond, but I do know for a fact that his legal team, Lance Shuttler's legal team, they have reviewed both videos. So I will tell you that much. So you might want to get a lawyer. You went pretty far. And I mean, you even went as far as you even got into Miles Franklin and his silver bars too. Yeah, so yikes for you. And just very, very disappointing to see 2 men thinking that they're men, putting divine masculine on their videos and then acting like that. That's not the divine masculine, just saying. Far from it. Far from it. More like boys. Definitely boys. Unbelievable is all I gotta say. But yeah, in a million years, I never thought I would have to make a video or even give attention to little boys like this. So it's pretty sickening, disgusting, actually. But I had to definitely stand up for myself. I'm not afraid to do that. I'm not a little girl anymore, Jason Bryan. And also, shout out. I know you love shout outs, Mom. Here it is. Here, it's just for you. You tagged right along with these 2 boys Sunday and on Tuesday. And it was very disrespectful. You tagged right along, made fun of all of us as well. You didn't stick up for any of the kind souls that you have told me that you liked and loved. You didn't stick up for the Queen of Ravens. You didn't defend Lance Shuttler. You didn't defend your own daughter. And you didn't defend Beyond Mystic that you've been watching for a very long time. So I was very sad to see that you tagged right along. But you know what? This is all showing us, the universe is showing us where everyone's frequency truly is and where the level of ascension truly is. It's just a very sad and disappointing thing to see. But still, even still, I love you guys. Your blood family, you know. I do hope that you guys see how this behavior truly was and how low frequency and vibrational this was. I really hope that you guys can see that and change it. Spirituality is about love and light and showing your light. That's what the light part is. Showing your light, uplifting others, and being also a good example for others that might not be feeling so well or just in a lower frequency. You're supposed to represent love and light, especially if you have a channel that keeps saying love and light and you have that divine masculine on there. So, you know, I hope that you guys, especially Jason Bryan, definitely wasn't you. I looked in your eyes on that screen, and that is not the brother I know. That's not the brother I love that called me buddy in all these texts. I have a lot of texts here of you saying you love me and calling me buddy. And I call you buddy. Not cool. But anyway, enough of this. So I am going to sign off now, for now. That is enough to go over for today. But yeah, I don't know how Lance Shuttler and Ascent Nutrition is going to respond, but I do know that the legal team has seen and reviewed the videos. So, signing off now. Thank you all for being here, those in support and those who are at a higher frequency to see through and to see the light. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you all very soon. You have a beautiful rest of your day, your night, your morning, wherever you may be in the world. But I'm going to sign off now. Take care. Bye.